So even though we are just a few days into 2018, lots of people are starting to speculate on what Nintendo is going to do with both the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo 3DS in 2018. And what better way to end sort of the speculation than with a January Nintendo Direct. Now, we've heard lots of rumors that a Direct is coming this month, and I think they're fully feasible. I think this makes perfect sense. We don't know what Nintendo is doing this spring and this summer. What better way to find out than a Nintendo Direct, right? So there are obviously lots of things that people are hoping for, wishing for, and expecting during this Nintendo Direct. And I thought it would be fun to give you guys my thoughts on what I expect to see during this Nintendo Direct. But I didn't want to do this by myself. So I hit up 8-Bit Eric, I hit up Wood from BeatEmUps and said, yo, give me your guys' thoughts of what you guys expect to see during this January Direct. So the three of us together are going to come together, combine our powers, and tell you guys what we expect to see during this upcoming Nintendo Direct. So sit back, relax, and let's hit you guys with some theories.
Hey, RGT 85. Hey, Sean.
Oh my God, it's Stevie Richards! So I'm going to start out with a bang. It's something that I've been talking about on the channel for a while now. It's something that I have said on various podcasts and all sorts of social media, something that I fully expect is already in development for the system, and I believe we're finally going to see some footage of it during this January 2018 Direct. Honestly, I will be shocked if we do not see this, and that is Grand Theft Auto 5 for the Nintendo Switch. Now, obviously, Rockstar has been working on things for the Nintendo Switch. They released LA Noire, and that version of the game actually sold pretty decently. Actually, in Spain, it was the best-selling version, beating out the Xbox One and the PS4 with the remastered editions. And the Switch install base is not nearly as big as those two systems is in Spain, so that's pretty impressive to see. The game obviously has sold decently enough, and I think that's given Rockstar sort of the green light to say, yo, we should support this system more. And I believe that this game has actually been in development for a while. From what I've heard from credible sources, this game is already up and running on the platform. It's just a matter of how the system is performing. And since it is the fastest selling system in console history for the USA, it makes perfect sense for this to come out to the system because people are going to buy this game. I don't expect it to look as good as the PS4 or the Xbox One version, but I think it'll be sort of in between the PS3 and the PS4 version. Obviously, this game released on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, so bringing it over should not be that difficult if it ran on those platforms. Also, I think you're going to see all the DLC and the online modes included in this game. And will it sell well? You know, Grand Theft Auto 5 is sort of an older game, but you got to remember, this is the first time you're going to be able to take Grand Theft Auto 5 with you anywhere you go. And that's what really draws me to some of these other games. You know, games like Doom and Skyrim, games that I've already played and owned on other platforms. I love being able to play them on the go. And Grand Theft Auto 5 is such a huge game. It's a lot like Skyrim. You can play through it several times and still not see everything, still not do everything within the game. So Grand Theft Auto 5 is an absolute lock for me. If they don't show it, I'm going to be literally shocked. I think I'll be more surprised if they don't show it than if they do show it. And I really hope they do show it so I can be like, I told you so. All right, so that is my first prediction. Now I'm going to throw it over to Eric and see what he's been thinking of, see what he's been theorizing, and see what he's come up with for this video.
Hey guys, what's up? It's 8-Bit Eric, and I am going to give my prediction for January's Nintendo Direct. It's time to go big or go home. All of the great hits that came out for the launch window of the Nintendo Switch have come and gone, and now Nintendo is going to give one or two really good heavy hitters besides, you know, Yoshi and stuff like that. I am predicting that we're going to get something that's going to knock our socks off. We are going to have our first ever official confirmation of a brand new F-Zero game. Calling it right now, F-Zero and maybe Smash Brothers. A port of Smash Brothers. I mean, we just got Bayonetta announced being ported over. We have Pokemon coming on the way. We got Yoshi coming on the way. There's got to be something good like that coming. So I'm going to stick with my guns. Something with F-Zero and something with Smash Brothers. Maybe a port of Smash. Who knows? Now, my wish list, I'd like a new Mario Kart or maybe even a new DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that adds new tracks. But we'll see. And anyways, thanks a lot, RGT85. I know I ain't no Stevie Richards, but I am the Super Shot Joey 8-Bit Eric Spectre. So yeah, thanks a lot for having me. I'm so excited. Peace out.
Honestly, I think that would be pretty cool. I would like to see F-Zero. I don't know if Nintendo really has a lot of hope in that franchise anymore, but it did really well when it came to the Mario Kart 8 DLC. It was a very popular track, and I think there are people out there that still love and appreciate that series, so I think that would be cool, but I don't really expect it too much. Smash Brothers, I think, has a better chance, especially if you throw in all of the DLC. I think that would more make sense. My next prediction for the Nintendo Direct is going to be sort of a safe one, a simple one, if you will, and that is firm release dates for both Kirby and Yoshi. But I'm going to sort of go out on a limb here and say that one of those games will release in March for the system. And I honestly think it'll be Yoshi, because that was designed in Unreal Engine. Obviously, Unreal Engine is a very friendly engine to develop for, and I really think that Nintendo is going to capitalize with Yoshi. Yoshi, from what we saw when it was first announced, looks really good. It actually looks like, you know, a PS4 game. I think it's very graphically impressive, and I think it's sort of like, you know, a good game that's maybe not going to sell a lot of hardware, it's not going to sell a lot of systems, but I think people will be interested in that game, and I think it'll be a fun game to pass the time. I sort of see Kirby coming out late spring, early summer, and I think that'll be a fun game as well, but hopefully there's going to be one more thing. Hopefully there's going to be one more big Nintendo game for that spring and summer launch window, because honestly, if it's just Kirby and Yoshi, I'm not sure if that'll really keep up momentum. Those are both cool games, but it looks like they're sort of playing it safe with those games as well. So what could another game sort of be? Well, I'm going to get into that in my last pick, which is just absolutely insane and won't come true. But before I get into that, I want to throw it up to the man with the Australian long flowing hair. BeatEmUps, what do you got for me?
We are all pretty sure that Nintendo is having a Direct on the 11th of this This ain't my channel. Oh, I'm on Sean's channel. Thanks for having me, buddy. It's only been about 2 years. I'm not salty. This has been my prediction for a while now, but I think at this point it's pretty much confirmed, because we've seen some leaks of the new firmware update 5.0.0 or whatever, and then those leaked photos we saw a hint of the Virtual Console, which I'm assuming if it's in that next firmware update, we're probably going to be hearing more about this update and its features in the Direct, but also we're going to be hearing about, finally, the Virtual Console in this Direct. As well as the Virtual Console, I would say that goes hand in hand with Nintendo's online service finally being up, the $20 a month supposed price point of some kind of online service. And I say that's hand in hand because we're supposed to get one free game every month, or at least that was the initial thing from NES or Super Nintendo or something like that, which ties in with the Virtual Console. And again, I honestly feel like we're going to be hearing more on Pokemon. There's a lot of rumors flying around, and they're probably going to want to either squash some of those rumors and get us back on the right track, or reinforce those rumors. One of the biggest ones being the Pokemon combat is moving into a real-time battle system, and I think if this game's coming out later this year like it's supposed to be, we're probably going to hear a lot about it in this Direct. But those are just my maybe predictions. I never claim to know everything, but I think we're definitely going to hear some stuff about Virtual Console at least.
Honestly, I would love to see some Virtual Console stuff. I just hope that there's something unique about it. I hope that there's something different about it. I don't want to see Super Mario Brothers for the NES for the 100th time. It's like, how many times can you re-release this game? I don't care about it anymore. I have so many ways to play it. Like, show me something cool. Show me something like some Sega games. Show me some Dreamcast stuff, some Saturn stuff, or even the GameCube stuff like Wood talked about. Show me a different platform. I want something different. I want something unique. There's actually been rumors that Konami is actually bringing back the WiiWare Rebirth games that they released, which was like Castlevania and stuff like that. That Castlevania game was awesome. I would love to see those again as well. But gotta do something different with this Virtual Console, in my opinion, or else it's just gonna be boring and stagnant. So I would love to see some Virtual Console information, but make it unique. Now, we've got to talk about my last idea, because this idea is very far-fetched. There's no way it's going to happen, but it's something that I like to think about, because I think that the game itself could be announced, but the game I want it to be is not what the game is going to be. But follow me on this, follow me on this. I believe we are going to see a return of a Nintendo icon, a return of a video game legend, and that is Donkey Kong. Ayo, look out down below, here we go, banana slammer. I've always wanted to do that. I love that song. But yes, I think we're gonna see an announcement of a Donkey Kong game, because that could be a good summertime game, a big summertime game. Because honestly, I don't think Kirby and Yoshi are really gonna hold it down for Nintendo. They need sort of a third pillar of the game to come out, and it's been a while since we saw a Donkey Kong game. Obviously, the last Donkey Kong game was Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which is an excellent 2D platformer. But follow me on this. This is what I want from a Donkey Kong game, and it's kind of crazy, but I think it would be really awesome. So, Donkey Kong is obviously based on King Kong. Donkey Kong, King Kong, big monkey, right? I want a reverse King Kong game where you play as King Kong. So like, instead of King Kong, of course, you're Donkey Kong. So have sort of like a 3D sort of game, like in Donkey Kong 64. And you're going through like this jungle and just like ripping stuff up and like throwing tree branches and stuff at like Goombas and all sorts of weird enemies that are trying to capture you, or even maybe humans. And the protagonist is Donkey Kong. The antagonist is Jumpman and Pauline. Like, that would be so cool. And like, how does it all come together? An epic showdown in New Donk City. Rip the stupid New Donk City from Super Mario Odyssey and maybe just like add one really big skyscraper. Go crazy with this game. Like, that would be so cool to have some epic showdown in New Donk City where like you get captured or something, you get brought to the city and you escape. Just really rip off King Kong the movie and make it into a Donkey Kong game and have it sort of like this open world aspect, this open world jungle, and then have this open world New Donk City after you get captured. It would be so cool. I sit up at night thinking about this game and how bad I want this to be an actual reality, and I know it never will be, but this is a new Nintendo though. They've been taking a lot of risks. They've been doing a lot of interesting things so far. So maybe we could see Mario return as a villain. Even throw Wario in there. I don't care. Waluigi, whatever. But I think that would be a really cool game. And regardless of that, I do think we are going to see Donkey Kong return. I think you will see a Donkey Kong game announcement, and I do think it'll be a summertime release. I'm not sure who's been developing the game, but I think it's a safe bet. All right, and so those are our Nintendo January Direct predictions. And yes, I stood up this video because these two schmucks stood up for their film parts. So I was like, I don't want to be the only idiot not sitting down on a chair like a lazy schmuck. So I decided to stand up. If you like this angle, let me know in the comments section down below. Let me know what you think of our Nintendo Direct predictions in the comment section down below, what you expect to see in the Nintendo Direct. And I'd like to give a thank you to both 8-Bit Eric and Wood for stopping by the channel and sending me in clips. If you're not subscribed to both of these guys, make sure you fix that. Go ahead and subscribe. I'll have both of their channels in the description link down below. And thank you for watching this video. If you're new here, subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. Check out all the links in the description box. There's Patreon, social media, all t-shirts. Buy a t-shirt. Why not? Buy the shirt! It's a Kevin Nash reference. I'll catch you guys next time. Later.
Sean, thanks for having me in the video, buddy. You know I appreciate it. Have me on more often. Unless your viewers hate me. If you hate me, let them know down below. If you like me, I'll come back.